Well, hello, guys. Welcome. Keep listening to us, and with all your love, we are reaching to the end of our season very soon, and we do have a special episode lined up for you. And today is not a bit of less important topic for you as well. Today, we're going to talk about a really important and a really sensitive matter, and for the topic of our romantic relationship, I feel it's one of the most important thing that should be maintained with all your heart. So it's all about maintaining the relationship. Well, in my words, if I put it, it's all about spicing the things up and making it day to day, making it interesting for both of you to keep on going and walking side by side with each other. And if ever the spice level becomes really similar, I think it's gonna bore either of you really away from each other, and this might actually lead to a negative end. So I think maintaining the spice level is really, really important. So to talk about the maintenance of relationship, I am directly going to Ashik. So Ashik, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I am really doing good. So today we're going to talk on spicing things up. So to maintain a relationship, as I said, it's a really important point. Oh, what a magic! Okay, so okay, so just to keep on the spice level, I would like to ask you, how do you spice things up initially?
Right. So, thank you for inviting me to the show again. Obviously, I'm gonna be invited because I'm one of the co-moderators of the show. But thank
Definitely.
you for tuning in to the show.
Yeah.
But the that is very important because in the previous episodes we talked about how to get into a relationship. But now, if you don't know how to maintain that relationship, then there's no point in getting into a relationship, obviously. So now the question is, how do you maintain a relationship? If you want to, of course. If you want to
Yes,
break up, then
definitely.
that's fine, break it up. But if you want to actually continue that relationship as long as you want, as long as you live or whatever you want according to your preferences, you have to spice the relationship up. How do you do that? Well, as a guy, you have to remember that you cannot become complacent. By that I mean, most people, what they do is when they're in a relationship or when they're not in a relationship, they're trying to get to the girl. So they're putting in a lot of effort. They're going to the gym. They're, putting in cologne. They're taking showers regularly and stuff. They're dating the girl. But after they're in a relationship, they can just kick back and relax and have beer and pizza every night. That's not how you maintain a relationship. You have to spice things up. By that, I mean you have to keep on dating the person whom you are in a relationship with. So, as you can see, most people, when they get married, they have kids, the fun kind of decreases.
Disappears.
people
Yeah.
people feel that yeah, exactly right. People feel that when they get married, things get boring. It does not have to be if you keep on dating her, right? So if you continue to date her even after you're married, the spice level won't go down. Just like treat her just like how you met her on the first date. Okay, so that's basically how you maintain a relationship. Did I miss anything?
Okay. Okay. No. So now to talk more on maintenance, you see, we really do have different layers that we need to spice
Yep.
up. So how do you actually maintain the layers?
So just like in the first date or second date, you have to continue to be mysterious, and that's what makes you interesting. Okay, so
Yeah.
you haven't probably talked about a lot about your past by now, um, up to this point, but now it's, as since you guys are together, it probably might be sometimes things might come up and you can talk about it. Okay, you can talk about your past relationships in a positive way, by the way. When you talk about your ex, don't say that, oh, she betrayed me, she's like that. Don't do any don't badmouth her or anything. Don't badmouth your friends or anything, or whatever you might have gone through. Don't badmouth your parents. Of course, nobody usually does that, but I'm just saying,
Does it? Yeah.
don't badmouth anybody. What you can say whenever you talk about her ex or whatever, whenever you talk about your past relationships, what you can say is, instead of saying I hate her, I hate my job and all that, be a positive person. By that I mean, you can add a positive twist to it. When you talk about your ex, what you can say is, she was a nice person. I tried my best. Probably I did not know what I know now. That's probably one of the reasons that we did not get along in the end. So we had to part our ways for the betterment of both of us. Okay, so when we part our ways, it's because we both could not grow together. So we had to part our ways. That's a normal part and parcel of a relationship.
Yeah.
So instead of bad mouthing your ex, you add a positive twist to it. No matter how much you hate your ex, I'm not recommending that you hate your ex ever. But if even if you have hatred for anyone, when describing them to your current partner, use positive words. That really helps. Also, keep on dating her. And the most important thing is, read her signs. So you have to consistently read her signs. That's how you do not become complacent. When you consistently read her signs, that okay, she used to talk more lively, she used to be more playful a couple days back, now she's not talking to me. Okay, don't get paranoid about it. Ask her why she is not being as playful as that. Did something happen to her? Did you do something? Okay, there might be a host of different things that might upset her. Once you continuously keep reading those signs, you ask her about her days, you date her, things will be spicy. Anything else
Yeah.
you'd like
Yeah.
to add?
And I feel you need to become the baby to her, and that could really keep her interesting and keep on thinking you as her own territorial person or close personal human
Well,
being
yeah,
that
that's
she
that's
cannot
actually
lose.
an interesting thing to say, because um you don't necessarily, like, you might be her baby or puppy or kitty or something, whatever you want to say that. But aside from aside from that, you have to be the man. Like, you have to know your purpose and run behind that. Okay,
Yeah.
if you really have your goals and you're passionate about something, that passion will rub off from you onto her. So she will see that you are the man that she actually fell in love with. And if you continue to do that, that will keep her interested over the long term, if that's what you want. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so as you mentioned about the mystery in this episode and as well as the previous one, so I think now would be the really good time to unlock the mystery. But my question would be, how should be the frequency of unhooking the mystery of yourself, and um, what should be the initial mysteries about you that you like to let go?
Well, so yeah, at some point she would, like, you guys have to probably talk about each other's past and all that, things come up and then you talk about it. So you are not being a mystery, total mystery anymore. after like being in a relationship, because that's when you start sharing and caring. Caring is sharing, sharing is caring. So
Yeah.
you start doing that. Now, as I said, the frequency would be whenever you like the topic comes up. For example, if she's genuinely asking about, tell me about your girlfriend, how was the relationship and all that, then you talk about it. You don't bring it up on your own. See, my girlfriend was this and that, and I had a really bad relationship. Not like that, because that would basically show that you are um, inherently negative person. You don't want to show that. You add a positive twist to it, and don't always keep on complaining to her about your relationship. If you're not looking for a mother, right? She's not your
Yeah,
mother. She's a
definitely,
girlfriend.
definitely. And
Yeah.
it's gonna actually make her feel that if you guys were to break up, and
Yeah.
you're going to backbite about her
Yeah.
to your new girlfriend as well.
Yep.
So it can be a huge turn off as well, I feel.
Yeah. Definitely. You want to
um,
maintain that trust.
yeah, definitely, it should be an ongoing process. So
Oh,
now what
also,
I'd
by the
like.
way, sorry to interrupt you. One thing, if you badmouth about people as a guy or even as a girl, as a human being, if you badmouth about anything or anyone, that basically means that you don't have anything interesting going on in your life. So, see,
Yeah,
most people, if you ever hang out with friends, you would notice that when people run out of topics to say, they bitch about other people. Okay, so
yeah,
that
came
basically
across.
shows you don't have any purpose or passion or anything interesting in your life going on.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah,
stop judging people, stop talking about that sort of stuff. If you have purpose or passion in your life, you would probably talk about more interesting stuff. For example, you might be interested in, I don't know, playing football or something. How was your game? How was it? Did you enjoy it? Or maybe you were working on a piece of art. Talk about it. You know, those are interesting topics instead of bitching about people. So, yeah.
yeah, definitely, definitely, yeah. So um uh, there is one more topic that's really synchronizable, and that's really common in almost every single girl all over the world, and that is the shit tests, the
Yeah.
boys. Like you never
Unfortunately,
know,
unfortunately.
at which place, during a date, or in the vehicle, when you're going, you never know what kind of question she can come up with, and once she has gotten really close to you. So what do you think, how do you feel about the shit tests, and what do you think the questions are commonly about?
Well, so shit test is the girl's way of testing your masculinity, how confident you are, and how much you care about her. Shit test is a negative term, like negatively sounding term that guys use to describe those tests. But that is because guys do not know how to deal with that. So guys
Yeah,
say that that's a shit test. So that's only because guys don't know how to deal with that. So in this episode, like now, we're going to be talking about how to actually navigate those shit tests. So if you know what
okay,
you're doing, it would be like sweet test, not shit test anymore, right?
all right.
So, and I'm not blaming the girls. It's not. I'm not saying that that is a bad thing, because they are with you. They are with you. So it's also their responsibility to kick you on your balls and keep you on your feet, so that you are the man that she fell in love with. So
Yeah,
the shit
definitely.
test basically like sort of tests you that you are still up for the mark, kind of like that, that you are still the man. And that's good, I'll say. Now, how do you actually deal with the shit test? Okay, so first of all, the general rule of thumb, like hit the like button of this podcast. The general rule of thumb is to answer in a certain way that shows that you are confident, you are funny, and you care about her. That is like the three things that you got to remember whenever you are answering any shit test question answers. Okay,
Okay.
so now, um, they do that to test your masculinity. So what you do is you have to understand that there is no right or wrong answer. Even if you say something wrong that you think might be wrong, but if you say that in a good way or funny way, or in a confident way that you don't even um, feel kind of lost because of that question, that would be the right answer. So the way you answer the question is the right answer, not the answer
Handling.
itself. Handling the question, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So do you have an example of a shit test question that you might get?
Maybe it's commonly for people in eastern side. It's like, what if I die right now? Are you going to get a new girlfriend for yourself?
So as I said, you have to be confident, care about her, and be like, there's no right or wrong answer. You have to be confident, funny. You have to show that you care about her. How do you answer the question? You want to give an example? Let's see.
So I think I would go like, yeah, I can. Well, getting a new girl would be really painful. Do you have a good-looking friend that I might end up with after you?
Okay,
So I
that's
think
that's quite a funny
that's
answer.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
think
when
that
you're saying that, you gotta be really ridiculous and funny because there is no right and wrong answer. But on a serious note, if you want to be serious, you can answer what you really feel and like how you want to show care for her. For example, you might say, no, like I would never get another girl. But if you genuinely feel that, you have to understand that girls really are able to like gauge or understand what you are actually feeling. For example, if you're lying, you don't really honestly feel that that's the truth. They can see through your eyes, even just
yeah,
listening to your voice. So there's no point in lying. Okay, don't lie. What you can do is give a funny answer, and because she also knows that this is a lame question, mostly they know it that it's a lame
yeah,
question to
definitely.
ask, but they just do it to see how confident you are and how much you care about her. So
Yeah,
you
definitely.
can
It's
show
like
her.
I need someone,
Yeah,
and I have got you.
yeah,
Now, if you are not there,
yeah,
that's not fulfilling my destiny. I need someone.
yeah,
So it's like, duh, I'm going to get someone else, right?
yeah. I mean, she's just doing that for testing your masculinity and spicing things up, because these things also spice things up, like sometimes. But the point is, the good thing is that if you can answer the shit tests correctly, the number of shit tests will go down. For example, if she's like 50% interested in you, right, then there would be more shit tests than when she's very
100%.
much
Or it's
interested in you, like 90% interested or 100% interested in you. And she would not shit test you anymore because she knows that you would answer it correctly. Probably she might do it for fun and all that. Even if you give wrong answers, she wouldn't care because she's just having fun. There's no point of a relationship. We just have fun, right? So we think that like playboys and fuckboys are in a relationship to have fun, but in general, when you are in a relationship, you should be having fun. If you are not having fun, if you're dead serious about life, what's the point of living, right? So
yeah,
you go to a relationship to have fun. So she's having fun if she's really interested in you, like highly interested in you. So if you answer them correctly, confidently, with care, then at some point she will not shit test you anymore, which is a good thing. Okay?
okay. So I guess we have actually spoke a lot clear about the spicing things up, maintaining our relationship in this episode of our Fancy That podcast. And I think there should be an episode set on the fights that actually occur in relationships. I think we'll get on with it in our next episode.
Super important
So
topic.
yeah, that's super important. So so to all dear listeners, let's yeah, hope you guys will join us in our next episode where we're going to talk about the fights, and that is also going to contain the spice level to non-spicy to spicy to non-spicy level. So, till then, we're signing off. We have been your hosts, and you have been listening to Fancy That podcast. Thank you.